Good morning, guys. It's Emily from Doa Deer Nursery. I'm here in my bedroom. I just got all dressed, showered, got my bed made, all ready for the day, and today is a painting day. So I thought I would bring you guys along with me and show you what a day in the life of a part-time Reborn artist is like. So right down here you can see I've got my little cradle. This is the only piece of Reborn related furniture I keep in my actual bedroom. It's an old cradle I was given when I was a little girl by my grandparents, and my mom actually kept it and for years, and I recently found it in her garage. Here you can see little Miss Sayla sleeping away. So this is her spot in my room. Sometimes I have Hattie in here, sometimes I have Sayla. You can see her hair's all brushed. I'm just going to leave her here for now while I get all ready to start painting. And I need my coffee every morning to get started. Sorry if it looks a little messy in here. We've just had a lot going on, a lot of people around, and not a lot of time to clean up. Kind of crazy right here, but you can see as I'm having breakfast I am letting all these doll parts dry. These are the parts I'm going to be working on today. Normally I try and get them washed the night before so that they're ready to go, but I didn't get to last night, so I washed them first thing this morning before I started getting myself ready. Alright, so I got the studio area tidied up a bit, got my candle burning. I always like to have a Bath & Body Works candle. Got the table all cleared off. There's my little pillows for my back. And now I'm going to get all set up to paint. Alright, so I got my painting table all set up. And I'll show you what I have on the table right now. First up is this beautiful little girl. She's the Mouse Asleep kit, I believe by Sylvia Manning. Trying to get to focus. Got her limbs here. And then I've also got a Bountiful Baby Reborn Girls tummy plate. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and neutralize just the mouse kit, the head and the limbs, to try and bring it down to a color closer to the tummy plates. As you can see, they're very similar. They're both very fair, but Mouse Asleep is a bit on the pinker side. So we're going to neutralize and try and get a better match. So I can already tell that after just one blue teal wash, these two pieces of vinyl are a lot closer in tone. They're not exact, and they never will be because they're different, but I think I've got them pretty close. I don't think I'm going to do a second wash because I don't want to over neutralize the kit and risk it getting kind of gray looking. I can always color correct later if needed, if I feel the tummy and the rest of the kit are looking too different. So I'm just going to let these limbs and the head flash off and dry and then bake them. So I just got Mouse into the oven to let her neutralizing layer bake. And then I'm also going to be working on a Twin A by Bonnie Brown today. Initially I had planned on working on Mouse and a Serenity by Laura Lee Eagles simultaneously. And I was going to make Serenity a make-to-sell baby, But I got a last minute order for a twin A. A very sweet mom is getting a custom made for her daughter, whose birthday is at the end of May. And so I decided to bump Serenity and get twin A on the table so that I could get her done in time for this sweet little girl's birthday. So I'm not going to do any neutralizing on her. I actually really like the color of the vinyl that these twins come in. It's very pale and it's a little bit on the yellow side, but because I hardly use any yellow tones in my painting, I'm not concerned about it being overly yellow. In fact, I use quite a bit of pink and quite a bit of green and blue. So if anything, a yellower vinyl I think will take all those colors really well. So I'm going to get started on her blue undertones. So now we're getting started with creases. I've already done the blue undertones and the initial veining on both kits. And now I'm going to do some creasing. I'm actually, instead of going right to the purpley color, I'm starting with kind of this pinkish red color because I've been wanting to brighten up my creases rather than just being so purple. This is also kind of an opportunity to get started on some red undertones. So I will do creases in both a more purpley shade and a more red shade, but we're going to start with this one. And I'm being pretty generous with the application of this red color and also kind of blending it out wider than I typically would with like a purple. Because my goal is when I do the purple creasing, and I keep that quite thin and narrow, I want it to kind of have a little bit of this reddish tone spilling out almost along the side of it. So right now I'm just adding some red in places that are going to need it. These are cute little lips. It's got like a very pointed Cupid's bow. And not much of an upper lip. It's very cute. I don't know if you can see anything at all, but just the tiniest bit of this reddish tone. And I'm using a slightly wider brush than I usually use for creases, because again, I want it to be a little bit broader. Oh wow, that was fast. Let me go get that out of the oven, then I'll come back to this guy. creasing done on both kits, and one's baking, the other's cooling, and it's almost 1 o'clock, so I'm going to take a little lunch break here. So I'm just going to have a quick homemade smoothie. It's super easy, super delicious. So I'm just putting in a whole banana, and then I've got a big bag of frozen mixed berries from Costco. Just a good sized handful in there, and then I've got some Simply Orange. It says do not drink, because everyone always drinks my orange juice, and I like to save it for smoothies. It's Simply Orange, so it's kind of, as far as I could find at the store that day, the healthiest, most natural orange juice I could find. So just fill up a little bit of that, and then I've got a big bag of spinach, and I cram as much spinach as I can into the little cup. And what's great is I can't taste the spinach at all in the smoothies, and it adds a lot of iron and calcium and just extra nutrition to my smoothie. So I'm going to whiz it up. Alright, that should do it. It's a little bit on the runnier side today. Let me grab a glass. Nice fresh berry, banana, orange, and spinach smoothie. Alright guys, so this is where I'm at right now in the process. I've got the blue undertones, veining, initial creasing, and 2 layers of initial mottling, all done on both kits. I'm going to go ahead and do a bit more mottling and see how far I can get in the next couple hours before I kind of have to close up shop for the day. So we'll see what we end up with. Alright guys, so this is where we're leaving off for today. Here is Miss Mouse asleep. She just came out of the oven and is cooling off. Both kits have gotten all their initial mottling, veining, blue undertones, and their first flesh wash. You can see I've cleaned up my dining room and got it turned back into a dining room for today. But I hope you enjoyed a morning and afternoon in the life of me on a painting day. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.